Hi there, it's Jamie here from the library, and over the next couple of minutes, I just want to talk to you about the question of what is citing and referencing? What is it all about? Let me start by saying that over the course of your studies at Borders College, you are 100% expected to consult the work of experts to inform your work. The whole point of referencing is to show the person who's marking your work that you have gone to the work of experts. At this level of study, it's no longer acceptable just to go to Wikipedia, for example, or just to take the first couple of things that you get on a Google search that look like they are related to your topic. It's important to show that you are consulting the work of experts. Now, the person in the classroom who is delivering your lesson is, of course, an expert. But the story doesn't end there. You are expected to go and consult the work of other people as well. Okay? The people marking your work will be looking for evidence that you have gone to people who are classed as experts to do your essays, your projects, and your graded units. When we use the work of experts in our work, we have to acknowledge them. It's about giving credit where credit's due. We didn't come up with those ideas. We read about them in a book or a website, or our lecturer told us about them, and so we can't pass them off as our own. If we did try to pass them off as our own, that would be classed as plagiarism. So we have to acknowledge the source of the information that we've used. And the way we do that, the process of acknowledging the work of experts in our work, is called referencing. And at Borders College, we use a particular system of referencing called Harvard referencing. There are thousands of systems out there, but the one we use at Borders College is Harvard. And the reason we use it at Borders College is because there are lots of universities in Scotland that use Harvard referencing as well. So for anybody who is thinking of progressing on with their studies onto university, we'll find that the university will probably use Harvard referencing. Now, there are three parts to referencing. First of all, you're going to make a statement. For example, you're going to get an idea from a book. You're going to take something that somebody else has said, a finding or a conclusion that you've taken from a book, an article, or a website, or a teleprogram, and you're going to put that statement into your work. Best idea is to jumble it up and put it into your own words, but of course you can do quotes as well. The second part to referencing is something that we call the citation. And the citation is just a little signpost. It goes into the body of your work, so right there in the middle of your sentences and paragraphs that you're writing, you're going to put in a little signpost. It's just minimal details, just a little thing that refers your reader to the full details of the reference that go in at the end. And at the end of your work, you finish your essay, you take a new page and you put reference list at the top, and this is where you put the full details of all the sources that you've used. And the whole point of referencing really is to allow your reader to go and find that source of information for themselves. So you're giving them the directions that they would need to go and find that, whether it's a website, a book, an article, a teleprogram, you're giving them the directions to go and look it up for themselves. Let's take a fairly straightforward example. So you're reading a book and you have found an excellent piece of information and you make a statement in your essay. For example, play is important for a child's cognitive and physical development. Now, you've read that somewhere, you've picked it up from a website or a book or an article, and so we need to acknowledge where we've taken it from. And in the body of our text, remember, we do our little citation. So in this case, we add the citation in at the end of the sentence, and it was from a website that had been written by somebody called McIntyre, and it had been published in 2010. So we put in McIntyre and the year of publication, and that's it. That is our little signpost. Fantastic. Then we would have to do a reference in our reference list at the end. So our reference again would start with McIntyre. In the reference list at the end, we need to include the first initial of the person who wrote it, the year of publication in brackets, the title, the place of publication, and the publisher. That's if it's a book. If it was a web address, you would put in the web. Sorry, if it was a website, you would put in the web address. If it was an article, you would give the article details as well. More on that later on in the tutorial.